I think one of the things that people will probably find interesting is that you've done expansion training a couple of times already, and you're preparing to do it for the third time, actually, aren't you? And you've got something different from it each time. I mean, it's taught differently each time because I do change it according to the group. But from your perspective of having gone through it more than once, can you say something about how it's different?
Yeah, so the first time I did it, I was moving through a lot of stuff within my family. And so having that safe space to kind of regulate and understand what was happening in my nervous system and my family's nervous system really helped me to kind of unweave a lot of those ancestral patterns that were inevitably showing up in my business with my clients, reducing my capacity to grow my business. So the first round was very much, working through my own relational trauma with my family and those kind of core wounds. The second time I did it, I came from a place of seeing it through the lens of my work and really kind of coming in with that intention of understanding how my nervous system was responding to my clients and how I was even going about my business. So, pushing and really overriding and overworking and not having boundaries around my own business and when I would work and when I wouldn't. And I would, sit at the computer and do a whole lot of work and then collapse and then not be able to do anything much for a period of time. Another example was that at the time I was specializing in helping people with relationships. And for me, holding a 3-month container for someone felt really big. And when it was over, I was relieved, like I can breathe now, I need a break. Whereas now, the last client I've worked with, we were doing a 9-month container and that felt easy and I was sad that it was over. A lot of my clients have been returning and asking how they can continue working longer than planned. Group workshops, a lot of people have said, I've never felt so safe in a group. I felt I could really be myself and really show up fully and feel connected. And amazingly, they've gone on to create, long-term friendships with other people from the group. So really genuine connections are happening in that environment. So, and also with the way I show up to my own work, not pushing myself and taking on sort of Pomodoro type strategies of like working and not working to my limit and then stopping and pausing and doing something so that I've kind of removed that pattern of pushing and then collapsing and little bit and being able to continue and sustain showing up in my business and allowing it to grow without feeling exhausted has been a real game changer for me. Yeah, I would say those are the biggest kind of stands out, but each time I've done it, I've got something completely different out of it because the lens that you're seeing it through each time is very different. So there's always so many different ways that you can apply it, whether it's in your own relationships, your own family, business, your clients. And I guess the other one is now that when a client shows up and they're, in a lot of distress or moving through something really deep, after a session, I don't feel like I need to go and have a sleep and, I can be grounded and in that place of seeing how their nervous system is showing up and mine, and also not taking their presentations personally either. I can see it that that's their nervous system and what's going on for them. So it's definitely created a lot more boundaries between me and my business and my clients so that I can actually grow and hold more. So yeah.
I'm noticing, Candy, that you seem even more confident in your speaking today. I'm thinking about the work that we did in expansion training, and that almost like prepared you for a really big expansion that you had to do afterwards, which was move country. So, one good thing is to think about, nervous system work prepares you for life, right? Because you had a really big expansion post ending in the pretty much like, I think only a few weeks after we ended, you were moving, right?
Yeah.
But where I'm seeing that difference now is in your confidence in speaking publicly, right? I can see that's like you're talking to a group differently than the way I would have seen you in the first expansion training. Do you notice that?
Yeah, definitely. And that reminds me of another piece, is that historically, like if there was something going on in my personal life, I felt like I couldn't hold my personal life and my business at the same time, like it was either one or the other. Whereas now I've been able to move through really big things, and like moving country and having ill family members and things like that, while still being able to maintain my business without feeling like it was all just going to come crumbling down. So that has definitely been part of that, you know, growing confidence in myself, and to be able to navigate several things at the same time without, you know, everything falling apart. So yeah, I definitely feel a lot more confident. And yeah, the rewards of expansion training show up, you know, so much longer afterwards. The ripple effect really that it has continues for months and months and months afterwards. So, you know, we finished a few months ago, and I'm still seeing the ripple effect of that change showing up in my life now. So yeah, I'm diving in for a third time round, because here for more, to see what lens, you know, I'm going to see and move through this time around as well, and just, you know, greater capacity, how that's going to show up in my work and, you know, community and things like that too. So yeah, can't speak highly enough of it.
Thank you so much, Candy. Appreciate that. Thank you.